Hey Dimitri, so super cool to see the first version of our our Jump Jet Walker animation. So let's just take a look at this guy here. Yeah, the the legs are pretty cool. So a couple bits of feedback. Let's get a new version, a more rounded version that's less cut out in this case of the flame jets for the feats. So I think it'll be fine given what we're looking at. I can reposition them a little bit, but yeah, we still need to finish that off. It gives us the opportunity also. I don't know if they necessarily need to be in the blue in that respect, but yeah. So take a look at that if you will. I think the other thing too, the reason why I pulled a PT Cruiser back in is, you know, we're getting too subtle in our animations in terms of the glows, and we went through the same conversation I think with the PT Cruiser, right? Here I think part of what you wound up doing, which was cool, was still too subtle. We're spending the sprite cheat magic for it, so we need to have more glowing. So I think you started to do this pass here where we have the glows around around anything that's like that is essentially strobing or flashing, right? So so I think that's the general round of feedback here, is that here we don't have anything going on in this box. The electricity needs more glowing, more crackling. Almost maybe I could use some color. It's just getting lost here. But we're missing all these little pieces, these little points. You got a little bit of glows here, which is cool, but too subtle. Bigger glowing bits. Also here, I think in the joints, let's get these little things to rotate around. Same thing. These almost look like dials. So if they could like go back and forth type of thing. I don't know. These are externalized visual gadgets. They just create a little bit of details. I also gave you the feedback that if we take a look, let me flip this back over to this. So if you look at the missile tips have glows. And I'd love to see this kind of glowing pulsing also come to the missile hatch here. We need more life. Man, I'm just it's been a long day. Honorable mention here. Shout out something I really like. I thought you did a great job with I think with the gun arms. These gun arms are great. I love the way that they're kind of going back and forth, which is super cool. I feel like I think that's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, so I mean, here again, I think let's do the inner area. Let's do those bits there. Let's add the more glows around the I think the neon accents that we have. I like what we've got going on for I think the PAL kind of cockpit hollow display thing. That's super cool. One of the things we are missing is, I think that on like the PTPD Cruiser, you also did a great job making I think the lettering, and it's a little bit different with PAL here, but I thought you did a great job with like the glitch effect for the PAL itself. Yeah, I think the glows around this are too soft, too subtle. We need to like, this is a place where energy is building up and then whoosh, right? So I'd love for some of our animations to sort of like give a sense for like it's always kind of charging and whirring and doing its thing. The legs worked a little bit better than I expected. We have this opportunity here where we got this hosing. Give me some hose pumping. I think that like I think that would work pretty well. Otherwise, yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I think we should also think about what are the best looking colored flame jets for the feet that fit with this, and very well could be similar to what we did for the PT Cruiser or not, but like we'll need some designs for that. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty good first pass on this too. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, again with the glowing on the tips, we have you got a little bit of glowing here. It feels like over the kind of circuitry, we could even have, I know we only have 4 frames in this case, but it feels like we could have a little bit of like white glowing or something in the space just to offset that a bit. Yeah, other than that, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I saw what you did with the strobing line here. That's cool. Yeah, okay. I think those are the main things. Let me take a look at Photoshop. Was there anything else? I was starting to work on the feedback there, and I was like, wait a minute, let me just take a look at this. All right, cool. So let's see. We done dot matrix. Let's get that animated and glowing. And then I think, maybe coming back to looking again at like the PTBD cruiser and also where these guys go. Is it this here? Yeah, these are really good. Look like I feel like we're missing the opportunity to bring some of like, and this is a tough one, right? Because you don't always see this from from the materials when we're kind of designing it. But I feel like coming back to look at like how we animate things in our universe. I feel like we should take a few more cues from what we've done in the past, and then think about like, hey, are there any other smart material opportunities? I mean, this thing with like the power hose here was fantastic. Also trying to again nail that style, and then I just came back to look at these accents, right? So we have these these flares, so we should talk about and think about like I don't know if I don't think we just put the flares one to one here, but where else can we kind of punch up the visual design a little bit since we're already paying for the animation? But overall, this is good. So I'm looking forward to see the next turnaround. I will probably not have enough time to put in I think the updated plasma. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. The updated did I do that right? There it is. All right, cool. Yeah. I think the updated plasma laser, but you can kind of see the sort of thinking there. I did readjust it a little bit based on where we're the weapon locators and where they're at. And then something else I've been thinking about. I'm not quite sure I have the right solve for it either. But let me know what you think about when the bullets are coming out of the gun tips. We don't really have much in the way. It's almost like we have particles that we can set for the bullets. You can see these very, very just temporary particles that are shooting out of here. So I'm not quite sure what the answer is, but have a think on it as well. There's something we probably need to, I think, adjust in that space. So yeah, okay, all right. But yeah, look at us. Things are starting to move. It's super cool. All right, I'll get this up for you and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.